Hello and welcome to Web Programming Lab Exercises. In this session, we are going to see the Termwork 8, that is to implement UI autocomplete using jQuery. So here in this case, we are trying to automatically complete the option that we have inputted through the input box with the help of jQuery. So we have various inbuilt packages of jQuery which will help us to accomplish this task. Let us go ahead and see the code for this. Here we go. So we have the doc type HTML as the first statement, and then the as usual HTML tag, and after that we have the head section where we have defined some packages and library stuff which are necessary for doing this autocomplete using jQuery, and then we have written the script for working out with the autocomplete feature. And let us see the body of the HTML web page first, and then let us go back to the script. So here in this body section we have a division with a class called as UI widget, which is a bootstrap class name which will help us to do this autocomplete feature. And then we have the h2 with a heading. Then we have a small note here saying that type in the input box to get the autocomplete drop down. And then after that I have a label with for as the attribute and has the value of tags, and we have an input box with an ID called as tags. That's it for the body of the HTML page. Let us go up and see the script part where we have written the various functionalities required for autocomplete. So in the head section, initially we have meta tag which will help us to set the standard and making the content of the web page to automatically adjust to the width of the device. And after that we have a link with the CSS file that is being included from the live URL of jQuery, that is code.jquery.com, and ultimately we are including jQuery UI.css. That's a style sheet. And then after that we have included two different scripts. One is the jQuery JS file and the other one is the jQuery UI.js file, which are necessary for this UI autocomplete task. And further in one more script we have written the code for the autocomplete feature. That is, initially we have started off with the $, and in that we have written a function. So $, indicates the entire document. We have defined a variable called as available tags. So in this array we are creating a set of programming languages, and that itself we are trying to automatically populate whenever we type in the input box. So that's the reason why we have created a variable called as available tags, which stores an array of elements with some programming languages as its content. And after that we have written one more jQuery code here. Initially we'll start off with the $ symbol, that is considering the entire document. In that we are trying to target the hash tags, that is ID tags that we have written earlier in the body of the HTML page, and to that targeted element we are trying to call this dot autocomplete function, which is already defined in this jQuery UI.js file. Okay, and then after that, to this autocomplete function, we are providing one parameter, that is source, and that source is nothing but the available tags array that we have defined earlier with a set of programming languages. Like this, it will automatically populate the programming languages that we have listed here in the array whenever we start typing in the input box. Okay. Now let us go to the browser and check how this will work. So here we go. So we have the heading H2 UI autocomplete using jQuery, and we have the information here, and then we have an input box with a label of tags. So whenever I try typing some character here, let's say C, it will give you a set of all the available tags which has the character C. Okay. Now among these available tags, I can choose one and then I can proceed further. Okay. In this way, I can go ahead and type any other character and I can choose the tags which are automatically populated with the help of jQuery. So this is how I can make use of jQuery features and then accomplish the task of autocomplete. Thank you.